Okay. And I'm Ashley, if you don't know me. You are going to want to have 2 hand weights or cans that are about the same size today, if you can. Like beer cans would work. Cans of food. Probably not beer bottles just because they're breakable. And then you will need something like a bar. So I have a chair. You can use a wall. You can use a counter. So something that you could rest your hand on would be really good today. And then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so coming over here to my mat, we're actually going to start in child's pose today. But before you go down to child's pose, I want you to make sure that if you're using a chair and it's on your mat, that you push it off the front just a little, because we actually aren't going to use it for the first few things, and we want to make sure we've got space. So take your chair, move it just a little bit forward. All right, you can still have a couple legs on the mat, but just clear some space. And then let's come over to the back of the mat here and find a child's pose. So mid to back mat, child's pose. Extend the arms forward, shift the hips back, and just start to breathe. Okay, maybe resting your forehead down on the mat. And checking in with your body this morning. So noticing perhaps how your upper body feels, maybe how your lower body feels. Maybe you did a nice long hike yesterday like I did and your legs are feeling a little sore. Right, so just checking in with all those areas, and then checking in with your breath. Right, noticing the quality of your inhales and your exhales this morning. And we'll spend really just about 2 or 3 more breaths here before we get up and get moving. But remember, of course, that just like any yoga class, you can come back to child's pose in Barre. You can take a break, you can reset, and that's really the name of the game in Barre. You take as many breaks as you need to, when you need them. I'll always want you to be checking in with your breathing, right, making sure it's still happening, it's still flowing. For now, let's just take one more inhale in child's pose, and then we're gonna come up to a downward facing dog. So planting the hands, tucking the toes, shifting the hips up and back, down dog. And take several breaths here to warm it up. So pedal out your feet, shake your head a couple of times, yes, a couple of times, no. And then if there's any other movements that are calling out to you as you warm up this first down dog, then just go ahead and find those here. Good, you guys. All right, and then from downward facing dog, all we're really gonna do is look between the hands and step the right foot up. So if you need to go through 3-legged dog, that's fine, but I'm just gonna step my right foot up between my hands and find a low lunge. Okay, so we'll keep that back knee lifted in our low lunge, and let's take a good couple breaths warming up this low lunge. So pulling the chest a little bit forward, feeling the belly up just slightly. It might not lift up off the thigh, but just a little bit of that lift in the upper body. Good, you guys. Now holding the lift, feeling the chest pull forward, start to hover your fingertips up off the mats. And now you might actually be able to peel your belly all the way up off your thigh and create some space there. Yeah, there's that front leg. On your inhale, I want you to reach all the way up, crescent pose or high lunge. Good. And then as we exhale, we're gonna bring the hands back down, hover the fingertips. So it's this hovering low lunge. Good. So the inhale is gonna be crescent. The exhale is gonna be a hovering low lunge. Nice, and we're just gonna keep this going. So this is kind of our warm up today. Inviting in this movement of the upper body to kind of distract from the work of the lower body. Good, you guys. I'm putting you on the clock actually, and I got a real timer. I'm so excited about this. So we're on the clock. I can see it. I'm with you. You're well into this. About 20 more seconds. Good, and really try to work the breath, because I know you're already feeling a lot of sensation in your legs. So move the breath with the upper body. Last 10 here. Last 9. Good. 8, 7, working into this flow. 6. Woo, front leg on fire. 5, 4, 3, 2. Next time you have your fingertips hovering, stay there. Little pulse. Pulse down, down, and down. Okay, so it's this tiny little pulse. Fingertips hover. Torso's about 45 degrees. Good, you guys are here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, plant the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Whoo! Pedal it out. Take some breaths. My goodness. Check in with how that right leg is feeling as compared to the left. Aren't you glad your left leg is so fresh? I know, me too. It's ready for the next side. So without further ado, let's get it. Step the left foot forward. However you want to get up there, low lunge. Take a couple breaths here in your low lunge. All right, so start to pull the chest forward. Start to lengthen in the spine. Start to come up onto the fingertips. Good. And then slowly, slowly we'll hover those fingertips up off the mat. Now we're really going to peel the whole belly up off the thigh. Good, you guys. And then on your inhale, come all the way up. Crescent pose. Beautiful. Exhales are always going to take us down into that hovering low lunge. Inhales to crescent. Nice. And we'll just keep this going. So exhale, hover the fingertips. Inhale, all the way up. It's kind of like sneaky core work because you really have to engage your core, right, to keep yourself stable and balanced. Very nice. You guys have 30 seconds left with these bigger movements. I'm so excited that I have an actual timer. It's like a super old-fashioned one. It doesn't beep so that it's not loud. These are the things that excite me at this point. Good, you guys. Last 10. And that way you know that I'm kept honest here. Last 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, next time you're hovering, stay hovering, little pulse. Pulse the upper body. Good, you guys. You're only here for 10. That's it. And 9. Breathe. Send your breath to your front leg. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands. Step back. Down dog. Whew, pedal it out. Take several breaths. Maybe take a child's pose if you need a child's pose. Maybe sigh it out of your mouth. Good. Now let's just walk the feet up to wherever the hands are and find a forward fold here on the mat. So soft knees, heavy head. Maybe clasp your opposite elbows and sway. Good job. And then let's roll up the spine, releasing the arms on the way. Once you get to the top, we'll grab the weights. So grab those weights or whatever it is that you were able to get for class today. Okay. And then we're going to come to about mid-mat. So again, that bar or chair, whatever you're using, is going to remain off the front for this. We want to have some space. One weight in each hand. And let's just step right to the middle of the mat. Make sure that wherever you step, you've got space on both sides, okay? All right, and then we're gonna take the arms out, palms forward, and we're gonna step the legs out, goddess stance. Okay, so goddess stance here in the middle, arms are out. And then here's gonna be our pattern. We're gonna step the left foot behind the right as we curl the arms. So curtsy squat with a bicep curl, okay? We'll step back to goddess. We're gonna take the arms up and straighten the left leg, draw the right knee up and in, and kind of to the side, okay? So it's gonna be out to goddess, curtsy squat, bicep curl. Good. Out to goddess, arms up, knee up. Yeah, so goddess pose, curl and squat. Goddess pose, arms up, leg up. Keep it going. Goddess, don't forget about that goddess. Squat and curl. Goddess, arms up, leg up. I'm putting you on the clock here. Let's start my timer. Good, we got 30 more seconds like this. Whew. And it doesn't matter what direction you go, because we're gonna switch. So you just note which side is getting that curtsy squat. Note which side is getting arms up, leg up, and that's gonna switch here in a bit. Oh, I forgot, curtsy squat. Sometimes I get lost. Good, you guys. Keep it going. Where are we at? Awesome. All right, last 5. Last 4. We're gonna meet in our curtsy squat with our curl, okay? So stay there. Curtsy squat, curl, hold, alternating bicep curls. Good, you guys. You're here for 10. Okay, kind of make it fast, right? But make sure you squeeze at the top as fast as you're comfortable with. And 7, 6, extend all the way, bend all the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through goddess. Arms up, leg up. Here we go. Pulse this knee up and up and up. It's kind of like the can. Good. You're here for 10, but only if you want it to be. And 9, 8, 7. Get it a little higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goddess pose. Reset. All right. Now we're going to switch. So you're going to start in the same direction, but this time it'll be arms up, leg up. So now you should be on the other side with this one, okay? Back through goddess, squat, and curl. So we should have switched. Come back through goddess, arms up, leg up. If you didn't switch, then figure it out and be sure you get the other side, okay? And keep it going. Yeah. Woo! Amazing how heavy those cans can feel. Good, you guys. You're on the clock. You got about 20 seconds left with this. Oh, squeeze those biceps. We're not doing super upper body heavy today because I know some of you are probably doing the mala, but we are getting a bit, as always. Good. Whew. My goodness. Nice. Last 5. Good. Last 4. Good. And 3. This time we're going to meet leg up, arms up. Okay? Pulse the leg. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Get it higher. 6. Use your low belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goddess pose. Curtsy squat, bicep curl. Hold the squat, alternate the arms. Alternate. Take it fast for 10. Oh, what? I almost gypped you out of 5 points, or 5 counts, and 5 points. Good. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goddess pose. Whew, stand it up. Straighten your legs. Shake it out. You can set your weights down for a moment. Might be nice here to bring your hands onto your bar. Step back. Let your chest drop down. It's kind of like a down dog on the bar. All right, so take a couple breaths. Beautiful. All right, and then we're going to stand up. So if you move the bar way forward, and by bar I mean chair, pull your chair back onto your mat. We always want to make sure we have at least 2 legs on the mat if you're using a chair, just so that it doesn't move, okay? And then if you're using like the counter or the wall and you pulled your mat away, you might want to move it closer. Okay. And then we are going to actually have one hand on the bar. So whatever you're using for your bar, we'll start with the right hand on the bar, just that way you guys are with me. Right hand's gonna be on the bar. If it makes sense for you to do a different side, that's fine, but just note your side. I'm starting with my right hand on my bar. I'm gonna step out away from the bar just a little, not way out here. Little bit of a step out, not a ton. Good, and then I'm gonna lift the left leg out to the side. So it's not straight out to the side, it's not forward. It's kind of out to the side and forward. It's like 45 degrees out there, right? You can bring your left hand to your hip, and here's the movement. We're gonna draw that left knee towards center, circle it out, and then extend it out. Okay, so it comes in, up and out, extend. So it's kind of like you're making a circle with your knee. And you can really smooth this out as much as you want. I am sure that this has a ballet name that I don't know, but I don't know it. So I just call it knee circles. Make them as smooth as you can, right? And keep them going. Good. Controlling the movement. Ooh, hip flexors. All right, and let me put you on the clock here. So this movement is going to be longer. It's a bigger movement. If you need to turn the planted foot, the right foot out a little bit to be comfortable, then do that. That's no big deal. And remember that the right hand is on the bar. It's just there for support, just for balance. So it's pretty light. Keeping the shoulders nice and tall. So not dipping too far forward. Oh yeah. Starting to feel that burn. We're about halfway through. Keep the circles going. The knee goes in, the knee goes out, leg goes straight. Work your hip through its full range. Good. Last 10. Whew, last 9. Good. And 8. Those of you familiar with Barre know what's coming. And 7. And 6. Nice, you guys. 5. It seems so fun at the beginning. 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg out to the side straight. Pulse it. Lift, lift. Stand up tall. Doesn't matter how high, but keep the pulses going. Good. You got 25 seconds. That's it. Ooh, 25 seconds feels like an eternity, doesn't it? Oh, good. We're in it together. We're breathing together. Last 10. Woo, last 9. Can you get it a little higher? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, set the left foot down. Shake it off. All right, wiggle, shake. Now we're just taking a quick break to grab one of our weights. All right, if you have a can, I think this will still work, but if you have a beer can, I mean, some of you have very strong hamstrings, so I don't want you to crush your beer can in your hamstring. So just keep that in mind. A regular food can will be fine. We're gonna put the weight or the can here in the knee crease. So this will work. But in order to keep it there, you really have to squeeze your leg. And that's kind of the point. You got to really squeeze it. Okay, if you have a block at home, like a yoga block, that's also a good option. It's a little bit more unwieldy, so even more work for you, yay. Okay? And then hop yourself away from your bar. Don't lose your weight like I almost did. Forearms or hands can rest on this bar. And we're just going to let the chest drop a little. So we're a little bit more in a nice long line. Bring your knees together. And then just lift the left leg. So it's like a donkey kick. Knees come together. We squeeze that weight because it is not going to fall out. And we lift. That's the key. Squeeze whatever you got there in your knee nook. Don't let it move. Knees together and lift. I know that you are feeling some feelings in your right outer hip. Yeah, that's the secret of Barre too, right? It's that standing leg doing so much work. Good, you guys. You got 30 seconds left here. Woo, my. Yeah, good. Let that burn come in. Squeeze your left knee nook, right? Make your hamstrings work. Good. About 15 seconds with this. And then you all know we're not done because we got to get those last little pulses to burn it out. Last 5. Good. Squeeze the weight. Last 4. Squeeze what you got. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Keep your leg lifted. Little pulse, pulse, pulse. You can do it. Pulse. Hips are even. Squeezing what I got to squeeze. I'm here for 20 seconds. That's it. 20 little seconds. We can all do this. Oh my goodness. Little softness in that right knee. Let your breath flow. Last 10. Last 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully release the weight from the left knee nook. Oh, stretch it out. So I would suggest really nice here would be to cross the right leg over the left for that figure 4 stretch on the chair. That should feel great. Maybe a little forward fold here on your bar. Good. Take a couple more breaths before we switch sides. Nice, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna actually move my chair to the other side of my mat. This is just so that you guys can see me and I can talk to you. You do not need to do this unless you want to. And of course, you'll only be able to do it if you have a chair. All right, so first we start left hand on the bar, stepping out just a little bit, not a lot. and we lift the right leg out to the side. So again, it's not forward, not straight out, it's just off to the side and slightly forward, okay? Right hand on the hip, knee comes in, up and out, and straight. In, up and out, and straight. Good. So circling through that knee, circling through the hip. You can give this as much flair as you want, right? You can be like a prima ballerina here. Imagining your tutu and your point shoes. Kind of what I imagine, even though I'm sure I look nothing like that. Good, you guys. I'm gonna put you on the clock. So remember, we got a little bit of a longer one for this because it's a bigger movement. So pace yourself. Take your breaks if you need your breaks. Good, you guys. Just letting it flow here. Nice, beautiful circles. Nice and easy, right? We're just dancing, having a grand old time, standing tall, evening out the shoulders. Oh, good, you guys. 20 seconds left. That's it. Until we get our fun, delightful little pulses. Whew. Hip flexors. Now, luckily, your left leg is super fresh as a daisy, so it's feeling good and strong. Last 10. Good. Last 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember where we're going. 3, 2. Keep the left leg out and little pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good, you guys. It's 30 seconds. You're already into it. You're into it. You got 20 left. Pulse it out. Even out that weight. Oh, lift it a little higher if you can. Control the movements. Last 10. Good. Last 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, pound it out. Shake it out. Short break just to grab the weight. Okay, and then remember that weight is going to come into the right knee nook. So right knee nook with the weight. Squeeze it in there. Get it really tight. Hands or forearms are on your bar. And then we're going to step back or hop back a little bit so that we can let the chest drop. So we're in this nice long line, knees together, okay? Lift the right leg and bring the knees back together. So we lift and we lower. Good. And lift and lower. I'm watching you. You're on the clock. These bigger movements are always a little bit longer, but you're well into this one. Somehow this seems easier on this side. Maybe that's because I'm squeezing my weight with my right leg and I'm dominant on my right side. I don't know. That's kind of a fun thing to notice. Maybe it will distract you from your left leg. Good. So keep squeezing what you got to squeeze there in that knee nook. Good. 30 seconds left with this. And then we're going to pulse it out because we can, because we're strong. Remember to take breaks if you need to take breaks. You don't have to be with me. Really try to squeeze that right glute at the top too. Don't forget about that. Good, you guys. Last 10. Last 9. Let that burn come into the left leg. That's okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg lifted. Little pulse. Pulse it up and up and up and up. I'm watching you. You're on the clock. You got 20 seconds. That's it. Even out those hips. Keep the right leg really high. Little soft bend in the left knee. Make sure your breath is flowing where you need it. Last 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, carefully release the weight from the right knee. Set it down on the mat. Shake it off. Maybe cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Figure 4 stretch. Maybe take a little forward fold. Good couple breaths to stretch it out here. Good, you guys. All right, so we are now going to use our weights again in our hands. So you can grab those, whatever it is you might have grabbed for today. And we're just gonna get a little arm series here. Nothing crazy, just a quick one, since I know, again, some of you guys are doing the mala. So take a stance that's about hips distance with your feet and just put a little bend in your knees, okay? make sure you're far enough from what you're using as a bar that you can take your arms out to the side. So I'm a little close. I'm gonna step away, okay? Soft bend in the knees, and we're gonna lean forward just a little. Not a lot, little hinge at the hips, keeping the back nice and flat, drawing the belly in, okay? Arms are gonna start down, soft bend in the elbows, palms face in, and all we're gonna do is fly the arms back. So I want you to pull your shoulder blades together, fly your arms back, and then lower down. Staying in that leaned over position the whole time. So fly and lower. Pull them back and down with control. Resist the negative, right? So fly the arms and lower down. Good, you guys. And breathe. Back and down and back and down. All right, and we're gonna be on the clock here, starting the timer. We won't do this the whole time, don't worry. But for now, back and down. Now I want you to draw your belly towards your spine. Okay, so don't let your belly just hang out. Make it do some work here. Really draw the shoulder blades together. Try to engage all the muscles along your back. Good. And back and down. Soft bend in those knees. Breath is flowing. Amazing how heavy these weights can be, isn't it? Or those cans or whatever you have. Good. Already into the last 30 seconds here. Ooh, yes. Pull it back and down. Resist the negative. Don't let your hands just flop together. Smoothing out these movements. Good. You're a flying squirrel, right? You're opening your wings or whatever they call them, and then you're closing it in. Probably not a wing, but I don't know what it's called. Good, you guys. Last 5. Whew. Last 4. Nice. 3. Good. 2. Good. Arms out. Turn your palms in. Lean over a little more. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to draw the hands together. You're like windshield wipers. Your elbows stay at the same level, and then they're going to come out. So hands in and out. My elbows don't change. In and out and in. Lean over a little more if you need to, but keep that belly drawn in. In. Your arms are windshield wipers. Clean in that windshield. Good. In and out. In and out. Nice. Last 20 seconds here. Whew, I know. Arms are feeling tired. Good. Out and in. Keep the elbows up. Out and in. Use your breath. Last 10. Good. And 9. Use those triceps. Flex. 5. Good. 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, stand it up. Set your weights down. Give your arms a rest. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay, a couple options here that might feel good. One of them will take an arm across the body. Reach up with the opposite arm. Hook the elbow across the elbow, and then give it a little pull here. All right, this should feel really nice on those rhomboids. Good. And then let's go ahead and switch that. So cross the opposite arm over, reach up, grab with the elbow, pull across. Take a couple breaths. Good. And then let's get our triceps here. So reach your arms all the way up, bend at your elbow, grab onto the opposite elbow with the opposite hand, and then just gently pull up. I think most of you know this one. I think I have music playing from my computer here, so forgive me while I pause it. Why too? Oh, this is the problem with using a headset. Sometimes it does weird things. Good, you guys. And let's go ahead and switch the arms. So reach the other arm up and back. Grab onto your elbow with your opposite hand. Gentle pull up and stretch. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, so let's release the arms down. Shake off the hands. And now we're gonna actually move right to core. So you are welcome to, if you're using a chair, move that chair completely off the mat. Okay, we're gonna be done with that. And then we'll come all the way down to a seat. So just however you would like to come to a seat, come to a seat. Be sure you have the weights nearby, all right? And then before you lay all the way down, you're gonna grab the weights, one in each hand, and then just slowly roll down. Okay, so do make sure that your chair is not like You're gonna hit your feet if they extend all the way out, right? So that's where we're headed. We're gonna extend our legs forward and our weights are gonna be at our chest. Okay, so weights at the chest, hands in, legs forward. I believe this is called a jujitsu sit-up. I don't really know, that's what I saw though. So here's how it's gonna go. We're going to sit all the way up, extend the arms up, and then draw the knees in, feet plant, so it's like a little tuck. Okay, and then you're gonna lay all the way back down, extend the legs, hands to the chest. Good. So you sit up, tuck the knees in, arms up, and then you lay it back down. Awesome, and this is where we're gonna stay. I'm gonna put you guys on the clock. Okay, this is the first of a few sets of core, so keep that in mind. Take breaks when you need to take breaks. Keep it going, right? So tuck it up, really tight, arms up, and lay it down. Now you don't really get points for speed. I'd rather have you be controlled, but that being said, it's up to you how fast you go. Good. So you got about 30 seconds left with this. Remember, first of 4, I think. Maybe first of 3. Oh, aren't you lucky? First of 3. Maybe we should do this one a little bit longer then. I don't know. Good, you guys. Keep this going. Last 30 seconds. Actually, last 20. Tuck it up really tight at the top. Nice tight tuck. Control the lift up. Control the lower down. Good, you guys. Last 10 right here. And up. And 9. And up. Good. And 8. Oh, squeeze it in. 7. Good. 6. Good. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Oh, lay all the way down. Set your weights to the side just for a moment. Make sure they're in reach. And let's bend the knees, plant the feet. Nice and wide windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Okay, 1 of 3. Done and done. Yay. All right, so stay laying flat here in your upper body. Grab your weights, 1 in each hand. Arms are gonna go straight up, and we'll have the palms face in for this. All right, now, here's how this is gonna go. All we're gonna do is extend the legs forward again, just like we did. Try to pin your low back to the mat though. So try to scoop your tailbone and your pelvis a little forward and up. And then from this position, you're gonna draw the knees in to a tuck and try to maybe even tap your knees to your forearms, but don't bring your forearms to your knees, right? Try to keep those arms straight up. Okay, and then extend all the way back out. And then we draw it up and in, and then we take it out. Now, if you want more, you're gonna keep your heels hovering the whole time, right? Just stretch the legs out and tuck the legs in. Good, you guys. I'm gonna put you on the clock here. All right, keep it going. You're on it. You're in it. Oh, my weight rolled away. Darn. Good. And out and tuck. Now, I really want you to try not to move the upper body. That's the goal. Can you keep those arms super strong and stable while your legs are moving? Right? Nothing in the upper body is changing though. They're like locked in place, frozen in time. You're like a statue. Ugh. Good. Okay, remember you can always set your feet down, take a break, and then go back in. Okay, that's totally a great option. Otherwise, we're keeping that low back pinned down, legs extend forward and back. Good, you guys. You're here for 10. I'm losing my headset here, so you're here for 9. Awesome, keep it going. And 8. And 7. Nice, you guys. And 6. Last 5 right here. Make them really good. Arms super straight and strong. Nothing's moving. Last 3. Last 2. Do 1 more. Good. And then slowly set the feet down. Set the weights down. Again, don't put them too far away. And let's get a sloppy bridge here. So step your feet nice and wide. Bring your arms down by your sides. And then just start to lift your hips up. It doesn't need to be super high. Just a sloppy bridge. Stretch out the belly. Good. Couple more breaths. Slowly roll down your spine, set your hips down. Okay, last thing here. Now I'm gonna suggest for this only using one weight, but if you are feeling real good today and you wanna use two, well, that's you do you, okay? So if you're using one weight, you're gonna take it like this between your hands, okay? So you're gonna grab on the long way, the horizontal way, and take your arms back behind you. Legs again extended out, and I would suggest really flexing your feet for this. So flex the feet a lot, pin that low back down. Like try to pin your whole spine down to the mat. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, keep the arms back and just try to lift the shoulder blades. So the arms aren't really gonna change. Like they're not coming here, they're staying back. We're just gonna peel the shoulder blades up and do a little crunch. It's a lay flat crunch, okay? And then lower back down on your inhale. So exhale, you just lift your shoulders, and that's what lifts your arms. The arms really aren't doing anything. And then you lay it back down. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, lay down. So exhale, crunch. Keep those feet active. That should keep your legs pinned down. And exhale, crunch. Good. Again, you guys are going on the clock here. Let me set you up. Okay, here we go. On the clock. This is basically our last minute of work. So stick with it. Keep it going. Don't give up now. Remember, more active your legs are, the better this is gonna feel, I think, because they're gonna be pinned and glued down to the mat. Try to relax your neck as much as you can. Try to relax your face as much as you can. Keep the spine glued down, especially on that crunch. Arms stay straight and strong behind you, right? Really, all they're doing is being locked in place with that weight. Good, you guys. Where are we at? Oh, well into our last 30 seconds. This is it. This is it. Can you lift a little higher? Can you even get both of your shoulder blades up off the mat? I don't know. Maybe not, but you can try. Good. Last 10. Oh, last 9. Good. 8. Make sure the legs aren't lifting. 7. Woo. 6. Nice, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, lay it all the way down. Set the weight or weights to the side. Stretch it out. Point and flex your toes. Reach your arms back behind you like first thing in the morning. Good. Take a couple breaths. Awesome. And then we're going to draw the knees into the chest. And just first take a few little rocks from side to side. Give your low back a massage. It might even be really nice here to take one hand to each kneecap and make some big circles with your knees. Right, just circling out and in. Maybe switch it, circle in and out. Yeah, especially after all that hip flexor and outer hip stuff we did. Okay. And then we'll hug the knees in again, start to rock forward and back. Let's just rock up to a seated position. Awesome. And then we're going to find dragonfly or straddle pose. So stretching the legs out to the side. And of course, if you are feeling like a nice wide straddle isn't going to do it for you today, you can always take it a little bit more narrow. Okay, we'll stay nice and tall though to start. So stay sitting tall in your straddle. Take one of your hands. Let's actually all do the same one. So let's take our right hand and wrap it around the low back. And you don't need to make it like the most extreme wrap, just a nice, gentle, easy wrap. Take the left hand, cross it over on the outside of the right thigh. Press that left hand into the right thigh and then twist, turning your chest to the right. Okay? Maybe even gazing over your back shoulder. Beautiful. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Rest your hands on your thighs for a moment. Sit up nice and tall. And then we'll switch, wrapping the left hand around the low back, crossing the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Press that hand into the thigh, sit nice and tall, and then twist on your exhale. Chest turns to the left. Good, you guys. Unravel it back to center. Bring both hands back behind you for a moment. Lift your chest, lift your heart here. Wiggle your knees. Good, and then we're gonna fold down between the legs. So just our basic wide-legged forward fold here, straddle dragonfly, walking your hands out. maybe dropping down onto your forearms. Let your head relax, let your neck relax, right? Soften your face, soften your breath. Good. Feeling that wonderful stretch across the back of the legs, spinal muscles, enjoying the roundness of the shoulders and the spine. Few more breaths here in straddle pose. Good. And then we'll slowly press into the hands. Lift the upper body. Walk the hands in. Once you get your hands in, reach underneath your knees. Grab under in that knee nook. Pull the knees into center. And then wrap your arms around your legs. Allow your forehead to drop down. Good. Slowly roll your head up on top of your spine. And then we'll lay all the way back down again. So just coming back onto a flat spine here. Last couple of things before we turn it to Shavasana. Draw the knees in towards the armpits. Reach up, grab onto the outer edges of the feet, ankles, or shins for happy baby pose. Gently rock from side to side. Maybe straighten one or both legs. Good. And then we'll rebend the knees. Keep the right knee into your chest. Extend the left leg long on the mat. Take an inhale at center and exhale, guide the right leg across your body. Right arm opens out to the side, maybe taking the gaze with it. We really have just these last couple poses before a very well-deserved Shavasana. So try to hold on to your breath. Try to just enjoy how good it feels to have put in all that work and now get to rest. Draw the right knee back into the chest. Bring the left knee in to meet it. Extend the right leg out. Rest it on the mat. Good. Take an inhale with the left knee at center. Exhale, guide it over the body. Left arm out to the side. Gaze along with it. One more inhale here. As you exhale, left knee comes in, right knee comes in. Reach up, grab onto the knees or the shins, squeeze yourself into a little ball, take a big inhale, and then exhale, sigh it out, release everything down to the mat for Shavasana. Setting yourself up any way you want, using maybe your chair or your bar to prop up your legs. Once you've found your Shavasana, let your breath go. Let all the effort in your body go. And just enjoy these last couple minutes of pure relaxation. Shavasana. All right, you guys, if you'd like to stay where you are for several more minutes, by all means do so. Just tune me out. If you're ready to get up and moving and transitioning on with your day, maybe getting yourself ready for the mala, then start to take in a few deep breaths and bring back your gentle movements. As you're ready, you can roll onto your favorite side and pause on your side for a moment before pressing up to a seat. I'm going to wrap it up fairly quickly today just so that Lisa can sign on and get everything set up for the mala. But thank you all so much for joining me for Barre this morning. It was so fun, as always, to sweat it out and grind it out with you. You guys are amazing. Hope to see you back in a few minutes to do 108 rounds of Sun Salutation A. Reach out, let me know what you think about all that music stuff. Let me know if you have any questions about Barre or anything. Yes, me too, Amy. My core is going to be sore. Thank you so much, you guys. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye, Jill.